Your brain is getting older every day. But that doesn't mean it has to become weaker. Some people grow old, yet their mind stays sharp, creative, and alive. Others are still young, but their minds already feel tired, foggy, and slow. The difference isn't age. It's habits. It's how you use your brain every single day. Your brain is like a muscle. Use it right, and it grows stronger. Ignore it, and it slowly fades. Every day, you make a choice to keep your mind alive or let it fall asleep. If you keep doing the same things, thinking the same thoughts, living the same routines, your brain stops growing. But if you challenge it, feed it, stretch it, your brain stays young, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. The secret is simple. Never stop learning. Every time you learn something new, your brain builds fresh connections. Those connections are the roads that keep your thoughts moving fast. When you stop learning, those roads close. Your brain becomes like a city with blocked streets. Slow, confused, stuck in traffic. Learn something new every single day. Learn a skill. Read a book. Watch a documentary that stretches your mind. Learn to play an instrument, or try a new language. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's new. Because the moment you think, I know enough, your brain begins to shrink. Stay curious. Ask questions. Wonder why things are the way they are. Curiosity keeps your mind alive. The people who age fastest are those who lose their curiosity. They stop exploring, and the world becomes smaller. But when you stay curious, the world keeps expanding inside you. You start to see new patterns, new possibilities, new connections. And every time that happens, your brain lights up. Do you remember the first time you did something completely new? How awake you felt. How time slowed down. That's your brain, alive and growing. You can have that feeling again and again if you just break your routine. Your mind needs novelty. If you do the same things every day, your brain goes on autopilot. It stops paying attention. That's why you can drive home and not remember how you got there. Your brain wasn't awake. Do something different every day. Take a new road. Try a new cafe. Listen to a genre of music you've never heard before. Talk to someone outside your comfort zone. Every new experience forces your brain to wake up and make new connections. Even a small change, like brushing your teeth with your other hand, wakes up sleeping parts of your mind. Your brain loves challenge. It thrives on it. If life feels boring, it's not life that's dull. It's your brain asking for stimulation. And remember this, your brain and body are connected. When you move, your brain moves. When your body is active, your mind stays young. Exercise is one of the most powerful brain tonics in existence. You don't need to be an athlete. A simple 20-minute walk every day changes your brain chemistry. It increases blood flow, oxygen, and energy to your brain. It lifts your mood, clears your thoughts, and even helps new brain cells grow. Your body was made to move. A still body creates a still mind. A moving body creates a creative mind. So get up. Stretch. Walk. Dance. Do something that wakes up your heartbeat. Because every time your heart beats faster, your brain wakes up too. What you feed your brain matters just as much. Your brain eats what you eat. If you live on junk food, processed sugar, and soda, your brain becomes foggy and slow. But if you feed it real, living food, nuts, berries, fish, olive oil, water, your brain shines. It thinks faster, remembers more, feels clearer. You wouldn't pour dirty oil into an expensive car. So don't feed your brain garbage and expect it to run smoothly. You can change your thoughts by changing what you eat. And don't forget the most underrated brain power habit, sleep. Sleep isn't a waste of time. It's when your brain cleans itself. During deep sleep, your brain removes toxins and repairs its cells. That's why after a good night's sleep, you think faster, feel happier, and remember more. If you cut your sleep short, you're stealing from your brain. You're forcing it to run without maintenance. Soon it breaks down, with stress, confusion, forgetfulness, and fatigue. Treat sleep as sacred. Turn off your screens an hour before bed. Make your room dark and quiet. And let your brain rest. A rested brain is a young brain. Another secret to a young mind is what you focus on. Most people spend their day drowning in noise, notifications, messages, endless scrolling. Your brain isn't designed for that. Constant distraction ages your mind faster than time. Every time you switch tasks, your brain wastes energy. You lose focus, clarity, and creativity. You end up mentally exhausted without even doing anything meaningful. So slow down. Do one thing at a time. Give your full attention to what you're doing. When you focus deeply, your brain enters flow, the state of total awareness, creativity, and peace. In that state, time disappears. Stress disappears. Your brain feels alive. Protect that state like gold. Meditation helps too. Even 5 minutes of silence every morning resets your brain. It lowers stress hormones, improves memory, and builds emotional balance. A calm brain is a powerful brain. You can't stay young if you're always stressed. Stress is brain poison. When you live in anxiety, your brain releases chemicals that shrink its memory center. That's why you forget things when you're under pressure. So learn to let go. Take deep breaths. Remind yourself that not every thought deserves your attention. You are not your worries. You are the space that holds them. Gratitude is another miracle medicine. When you feel grateful, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the same chemicals that make you feel happy and alive. Gratitude rewires your brain to focus on what's right instead of what's wrong. Wake up every morning and list 3 things you're thankful for. Small things count: a warm bed, a kind message, a peaceful moment. Gratitude keeps your brain young because it keeps your heart light. Connection matters too. Your brain needs people. When you talk, laugh, and share with others, your brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone that strengthens emotional health and memory. Isolation is one of the fastest ways to age your brain. So spend time with people who lift your spirit. Have real conversations. Listen deeply. Your brain grows through human connection. And don't underestimate creativity. Create something, anything. Draw, write, sing, cook, build. Creativity keeps your brain flexible, curious, alive. Every time you create, your brain connects different parts of itself. It forms new pathways that keep it young. Even if you think you're not artistic, that's okay. Creativity isn't about talent, it's about expression. And perhaps the most powerful secret, purpose. Your brain thrives when it has a reason to wake up every day. A mission. A dream. Something bigger than you. When you lose purpose, your brain starts shutting down. It begins to drift. But when you have meaning, your brain becomes unstoppable. It focuses, it remembers, it creates. So ask yourself, what gives my life meaning? Who do I want to become? What do I want to give to this world? Because purpose isn't just about living long, it's about living alive. And when you live with purpose, every part of your brain lights up. The parts that think, feel, imagine, and believe. The truth is, keeping your brain young isn't about avoiding age. It's about avoiding decay. You can be 80 with a mind that's fresh and creative, or 20 with a brain that's dull and tired. It's all in your habits. So stay curious. Move your body. Feed your mind. Sleep deeply. Limit distractions. Be grateful. Connect with people. Create. Keep challenging yourself. Because every day, your brain is either growing or shrinking, There is no in-between. And when you choose growth, when you choose learning, when you choose presence, your brain stays young forever. Your thoughts are the food of your mind. Your habits are its exercise. And your purpose, that's the fire that keeps it alive. Keep that fire burning. And you'll never grow old inside. You don't have to accept a slow mind as you get older. You can train your brain to stay awake, alert, creative, and powerful for the rest of your life. The mind that once learned to walk, talk, love, and dream never truly loses its magic. It just forgets how to use it. And today, you'll remember. Your brain changes every single day. It rewires itself based on what you feed it, your thoughts, your actions, your emotions. Every thought is a spark. Every habit is a brushstroke that shapes who you become. That's called neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to reshape itself. If you keep feeding it fear, laziness, negativity, it learns to stay weak. But if you feed it curiosity, courage, and learning, it grows stronger, sharper, younger. So start paying attention to your inner voice. What are you telling yourself all day long? Because your brain listens. If you keep saying, "I can't," it stops trying. But if you say, "I'll find a way," it starts building the path. Your thoughts become your biology. You can literally change your brain with your words. That's how powerful you are. When you wake up, fill your mind with empowering thoughts. Don't reach for your phone. Take a moment to breathe and remind yourself, "I'm alive. My mind is mine to shape." Because if you don't control your thoughts, something else will. Social media, stress, noise, or fear. Your brain is a garden. Whatever you plant grows. Plant negativity, and you'll harvest stress. Plant gratitude, and you'll harvest peace. Plant curiosity, and you'll harvest wisdom. Every single day is a chance to choose what grows. But be careful, overstimulation is the enemy of growth. We live in a world of noise. Our brains are bombarded with information every second. And while knowledge is good, chaos is not. If you never give your brain silence, it never gets to think. Spend time in quiet. Turn off your devices for an hour. Go for a walk without music. Let your thoughts breathe. Because silence isn't empty, it's full of answers. That's when creativity returns. That's when your brain starts connecting ideas in ways it never did before. Some of the greatest ideas in history were born in moments of silence, not chaos. When you're quiet, your mind organizes itself. It clears away the unnecessary and polishes what matters. Another secret, learn to use your hands. Craft something. Write. Cook. Paint. When your hands move, your brain becomes engaged on a deeper level. It's not about perfection, it's about connection. There's a reason people feel calm when they draw, clean, garden, or fix something. It's not just the action, it's the focus. It's being fully present in one moment. And presence is youth. The more present you are, the younger your brain stays. Because presence means awareness, attention, and engagement, all signs of an active mind. Multitasking kills that. When you try to do 10 things at once, your brain doesn't become efficient, it becomes exhausted. You start doing everything half-heartedly and remembering nothing. So focus on one thing at a time. Be where you are. When you eat, taste the food. When you talk, really listen. When you rest, rest completely. That's how you train your brain to be powerful again. And never underestimate laughter. Laughter is medicine for your mind. When you laugh, your brain releases chemicals that heal stress and boost energy. It's one of the simplest ways to refresh your mind instantly. Take life seriously, but not too seriously. You're allowed to laugh, even when things aren't perfect. A young brain is a playful brain. If everything feels heavy, learn to lighten it. Even 5 minutes of joy can undo hours of tension. Now, let's talk about what most people ignore: digital overload. Every time you scroll endlessly, your brain gets tiny hits of dopamine. It feels good for a second, then emptier than before. That's how addiction forms. The craving for more stimulation, more distraction. Your brain becomes addicted to new, not deep. You stop thinking deeply, and your focus disappears. Limit your screen time. Unfollow chaos. Feed your brain real depth, books, meaningful talks, quiet reflection. Your attention is your energy. Spend it wisely. Think of your brain like a precious battery. Every notification drains it a little. Every useless argument drains it more. But every act of focus, learning, and peace recharges it. Protect your battery. Not everyone deserves your attention. Not every argument deserves your energy. Your brain has limited space. Don't fill it with garbage. Fill it with ideas, beauty, and purpose. And don't forget to dream. Dreaming isn't just for sleep. It's food for your imagination. Set goals that excite you. Visualize where you want to go. When you imagine your future, your brain starts preparing for it. Your brain can't tell the difference between real experience and vivid imagination. So when you see yourself growing, learning, succeeding, your brain starts believing it's possible. And belief is what keeps it alive. It's impossible to keep your brain young if you stop dreaming. Dreams are what keep you alive from the inside. But here's a truth people rarely say. To keep your brain young, you must also forgive. Holding on to anger, regret, or guilt is like drinking poison and expecting your mind to stay pure. Forgiveness frees up mental energy. It clears emotional fog. It lets your brain breathe again. So let go. Not for them, for you. Because peace of mind is the ultimate brain vitamin. Sometimes, keeping your brain young isn't about learning more. It's about releasing what no longer serves you. You can't pour new water into a full cup. Empty yourself of negativity, and you'll be ready to grow again. And don't let the fear of aging control you. Age is not your enemy. Fear is. Aging is inevitable, but decline is optional. Your brain can keep creating, learning, and imagining at any age. The people who stay young are those who keep moving forward. They never stop playing the game of life. It doesn't matter if you're 30 or 70, as long as you stay curious, passionate, and kind, your brain will glow. You can't measure youth in years. You measure it in curiosity, energy, and love. Take care of your relationships. Talk to people who make you think. Share stories. Listen deeply. Every meaningful conversation is like oxygen for your brain. When you isolate yourself, your thoughts turn inward and dark. But when you connect, your mind expands. You start to see life from new perspectives, and that keeps your brain young. So call your friends. Spend time with family. Talk about dreams, not just problems. Remind each other of the beauty still left in the world. And help others. When you give, your brain releases joy hormones that heal you from the inside out. Service keeps your mind purposeful. Purpose keeps it young. If you ever feel like your brain is tired, don't panic. It's not broken. It's just asking for care. Step away from screens. Go outside. Touch nature. Look at the sky. Breathe deeply. Reset. Even 5 minutes of stillness can recharge your mental system. Your brain doesn't need more information. It needs more silence. When you quiet your mind, wisdom speaks. And wisdom is timeless. Every great thinker, every creative genius, every fulfilled person, they all learned to care for their mind. They understood that the brain is not a machine. It's a living universe. And like any universe, it grows through balance, light and dark, work and rest, learning and peace. So from today, treat your brain with love. Feed it good thoughts. Challenge it. Let it rest. Let it feel. Let it dream. Because your brain isn't just a part of you, It is you. It's the storyteller, the artist, the memory, the dreamer. And it deserves to be kept alive. No matter how old you are, you can begin again. You can learn something new. You can start training your brain today. It's never too late. Your brain has been waiting for you to remember how powerful it is. It's been waiting for you to stop living on autopilot. To wake up. To think again. To dream again. To feel again. So wake up. Take care of it. Feed it light. Feed it curiosity. Feed it love. And one day, when people look at you, they'll wonder how you stay so alive, so present, so young. And you'll smile, because the secret was never age. The secret was how you chose to live. Keep your brain young, and you'll keep your life young. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep feeling. Because a young brain doesn't belong to the young. It belongs to the ones who never stop becoming more.